breaking news on Martyn Lucas Investor's Channel. We've just got a chart request for ticker symbol SRFM, Surf Air Mobility. This is a request we've got in. It's not financial advice, so please do not copy my trades. This is just my thoughts and opinions only. We're looking at support resistance. It doesn't mean it's always right. So let's have a look at the request. This came from Alessio Collier. She's or they're saying Palantir owns 19%. The market cap, 48 million shares outstanding, 17 million. Public float, 12 million. Palantir owns 19% of the float. Revenue for FY24. 120 million. Net income improved over 100 million to break even positive. We're going to have a look at the chart analysis in a second, and I'm going to introduce you to our eVTOL expert. Management, new, highly respected team of strong track record. Insider buying, CEO and directors bought shares on open market. Tech outlook, electric powertrain development expected in 2027. Debt well managed and under control. Planned dilution reduced. Recently secured 50 million long-term loan, majority not repairable for years. Ask ChatGPT, please give me. So what I'm not going to do that again. I need to make clear this is from the comment section. I cannot verify any of that information. I have no reason to believe it's not correct either. But we will refer you to Vaz. I'll put his Twitter down below in this video. His name is Vaz. He runs our EV side, our eVTOL side of things, flying cars, all that sort of stuff. So he will hopefully give us an analysis on this and see what his thoughts are about this. But what we're doing in this video is a chart analysis. We've got all-time lows at 92 cents. We're just going to open this up. We've got IPO was price was around $34. We're just going to quickly have a long-term view of this before we get into the day-to-day of it. I'm just going to put those levels in place. There we go. We're going to do a quick Fibonacci from the all-time high to the all-time low, see if it matches up with anything. Perfecto, that matches up very, very closely with there. The 50% retrace. Okay, there we go. Just going to put in some lines over here. Okay, we can get rid of the Fibonacci and I can tell you my thoughts. So a stock like this, obviously, is sold off after IPO. A lot of speculative stocks did, but it's trying to find a bottom, and that's when I love to find these companies, when they're trying to find a bottom. It might have already put in its all-time lows at 92 cents. Now it's currently at $2.49. It's been trying to put in higher highs. Unfortunately, the shorter-term trend is towards the downside. You've got a downwards trend occurring right now, or in the short term, medium term, all the way since December of 2024. So what you're going to try to do now is find a bottom for the short term anyway, and that bottom can easily be where it's already found its bottom. Why? Because that was support over there, it was support over here, it was resistance, then support. So $1.90, that's the area of support. As long as it stays above there, it looks like you'll be revisiting $4.48. If it doesn't, keep some money on the side for all-time lows at 95 cents. However, $1.90 seems like a nice area to be in. Again, if I really like the fundamentals, this is again not one of those stocks I look at and I say I'm not buying no matter what. This is one of those stocks I look at and I say if the fundamentals are good enough, it seems to be trying to accumulate at these lower levels. It's trying to break out. More people are holding this. It's got a nice structure. So if I wasn't part of it, we're at $2.50. The support's at $1.90. I might just start laddering in at even these positions. The market cap is 48 million, so highly speculative. A lot of upside potential. For this to go to a large market cap, you can easily see a 10x, 20x, 100x on a stock like this if it succeeds in what it's trying to do. Next level of remember, we've got this downwards trend. If this downwards trend breaks, you're looking at $4.48, and then there's not much in your way to get to $7.88, $11 and higher. So this stock technically is not looking terrible at all, as long as there's two things occur. One, you hold $1.88, and two, you break this downward sloping resistance. If those two things occur, we can be looking at a stock that has a lot of upside potential. High risk, $50 million market cap. Don't go all in on this, something like this, but it does look like it's trying to bottom out, and it has a lot of upside potential, a lot of upside targets. As long two things need to occur: you hold $1.89, and you break out of this downward sloping resistance. Once that occurs, get ready for $4.47 in days. If those two things occur, we will do a fundamental analysis for this. If you'd like, do look at Vaz as well on Twitter, Up. We will have two videos up here as well. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.